It is our weekly Winning Time recap, and it's a week too late. Jerry West has already sued HBO. He's hired a defamation lawyer, and that is the week. This week is the week that they redeemed Jerry West. 6 weeks 6 weeks too late, truthfully. It's been building. I've said it before. Like, I knew it was coming. But the hilarious thing is that Winning Time just completely humanized him to the point where you're like, oh, I see why he's this tormented soul. Like, I see he's like really taking Magic under his wing. He's like really showing him how important it is to just tune everyone else out and be singularly focused on winning, because that's all that matters. And him and Magic got simpatico. It was like, we'll go into it. The new target, though, for defamation, the guys made out to be snakes, Pat Riley and Paul Westhead. Both men who very much are alive in order to hire their own defamation lawyers. The events, though, of Winning Time, the funniest thing is that they probably changed the course of Pat Riley's life forever. You're talking about a guy who was Chick Hearn's sidekick, a guy who was literally just getting shit on by Chick Hearn, the play-by-play of the Lakers, like over and over and over again. A guy who was like probably 1 year away from just living on the beach in a van somewhere, like to becoming the greatest executive and head coach, one of them, in a long-ass time. And all because Jack McKinney got into a bike accident. He became the assistant coach, interim head coach. Just crazy. Shows how unpredictable life is, because also you just never know who those people are. I'm not saying they're living in vans somewhere on the beach, but like it just shows you how an opportunity, the right opportunity being there, can change the course of history forever. He is now, like I said, one of the best executives of our generation, and now HBO is calling him a snake. Somebody who basically shivved Jack McKinney out, went publicly on TV and said, I don't think it's a good idea for him to come back until, next year. We've been here for 50 plus games without him. I think it would be a huge risk to the Lakers organization for us to try to integrate him back in. It would be unfair to the team. They just made him look like a total asshole. And Paul Westhead also looked very disloyal. Which one? And then also, I think this is like more of an off-the-court drama episode, but it does touch on the All-Star game in Larry Bird and Magic's first year, where they became the face of the league, how that ended up happening, the relationship between Cookie and Magic, the relationship between Magic and Dr. J, how Dr. J was finessing him to get Magic comfortable just so that he could put his boot on his fucking neck when they played and just bam on him. Things that, you just hate to see. They also slandered Larry a little bit, too, because I don't think he was anywhere as much of an asshole as they show him to be. They showed, like I said, Dr. J schmoozing Magic just because they were playing him right after the All-Star break. Just so he could steamroll him, get his guard down. And that was the moment that they humanized Jerry West that I talked about, because he sat down with Magic and he told him the famous story about how Bill Russell used to glad hand Wilt Chamberlain, being so friendly so as to take away his edge when they played each other. And that is why Russell won 11 NBA chips and Wilt won 2. As an aside, though, Dr. J's legendary Rock the Baby dunk that they showed on Winning Time actually happened in 1983. So, not 1979, 1980. One of the greatest dunks of all time. But Jerry West's quote to Magic was the quote of the week. He said this: I scored 25,192 points in my career. Do you know what keeps me up at night? If I had scored 10 more points in 5 games, I'd have 5 more rings. Magic takes note, and he tells Jerry West, I don't just want to win, I need to. And Jerry West said, well, we're about to find out. Woo! Doesn't that just give you goosebumps? Watch the fucking show. Even though it's a fictional account, I'm sure at some point Magic did sit down with Jerry and he gave him the what's what. And even though it's fictionalized, I think they managed to capture this essence perfectly. Great show. You need to be watching.